Hi everyone, it's Evelyn Taro. Welcome to a new Pick a Card. Today's topic is looking into what you don't know. So what is it that you don't see or don't know? So I hope whatever comes through will be helpful and interesting. Before we get into it, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. Let's get into it though. There are 4 groups to choose from as always. This is group 1 with the very small rose quartz, group 2 with clear quartz, group 3 with hematite, and group 4 with tiger's eye. So those are the groups. Take as much time as you need to choose. You can pause the video here if you need more time. If you chose group 1, I will start with you. If you chose any of the others, just go down to the timestamps in the description box and click on the time that corresponds to your group. Hi group 1, if you chose the first stone, the small rose quartz, let's get into your reading and see what is it that you don't know or that you don't see. So you chose an oracle deck, so I will start with your oracle cards. For pile 1, please, what is it that pile 1 doesn't see or doesn't know? What is it that pile 1 doesn't know, please? Honesty. For pile 1, please, what is it that pile 1 doesn't know? This one? No, that's too many. Can we have one card from this deck, please? Honesty, fortune, pile 1, please. Can we have one card from this deck, please? What is it that pile 1 doesn't know, please? Too many. Gratitude. Now we'll move on to your tarot cards. What is it that pile 1 doesn't know, please? We have the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Can we have one more card, please? And the 7 of Wands. What you don't know is that you've helped a lot of people to... There are a lot of people who are grateful for your help. It looks like with the fortune card here, there's something you do for a living that must involve helping people. And it looks like you have helped people to overcome, I'm not sure if this is confidence issues or helped people overcome obstacles or challenges, helped solve problems for people. So what you may not know is that you're really good at your job, and there are a lot of people who are very grateful for your help and your efforts. Maybe for some reason you don't see the impact that you make, but like you've helped people to find a way forward or see a way forward. So I don't know if in this group we have a lot of people who are like mentors or life coaches or if you don't do this sort of work in your actual job, I feel like maybe in your personal life, maybe you're very good at helping people. Maybe people come to you with their problems and you always say the right thing or give good advice. I'm hearing breakthroughs. You've helped people to have breakthroughs. And there are just like a lot of people who think very highly of you. There's something very genuine about you. You may have helped one particular person here who is really struggling to see a way forward. You may have helped one particular person to step into their future or to believe that they had a future. And again, you may have done this in your work, or you may have done this in passing in your personal life. You may have said something like, I feel like people who are struggling to see a way forward or to solve a problem find you and come across you. And these could even be strangers who you get into a conversation with and you say something that ends up being quite profound for them, and they finally sort of have like an epiphany and see a way forward. I feel like what you don't know is that you may be like a sort of a conduit where the universe may speak through you to say things to people that they need to hear that will specifically help them to know what to do or how to solve a problem or how to see a way forward. So people who are struggling or dealing with problems or challenges may be a match to you, may end up coming into contact with you so that you can deliver this message to them that they need to hear to see a way forward or to solve a problem or to find their future. I feel like any of you who are contemplating a career change or thinking of what career to go into, you would do very well as like a life coach or a mentor of any kind, or even a career guidance counselor, anything where you help people, any profession in which you help people to solve problems and to see a way forward. Law even, because I'm getting solving problems for people. Like this could be the work that would allow you. I wonder if this is almost like your part of your life purpose is to help people to solve problems or to see a way forward or to believe that they have a future, to be like a messenger for people. And so any profession in which you're doing that will be aligned with your life purpose and may bring you abundance. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 1. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the second stone, the clear quartz, the unpolished clear quartz, let's get into reading and see what you don't know. What is it that you don't know or don't see at the moment? For Pile 2, please. This one wants to come out. We have the world. What is it that Pile 2 doesn't see or doesn't know, please? This one wants to come out. The world, the Ace of Swords. The Hierophant. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Can we have one more card, please? What is it that pile 2 doesn't see or doesn't know, please? Can we have just one more card? This one wants to come out. And we have the Sun. The Empress on the bottom of the deck. Okay, let me pull your this sort of feels like you're chasing the end of the rainbow, like let me pull your oracle cards and see what comes out. This one wants to come out. Set boundaries. There's sort of like a grass is greener type energy coming through here. You may think the grass is greener on the other side. What is the message for pile 2? What doesn't pile 2 know, please? Can we just have one more card? I need just one more, that's too many. One card from this deck, please. What doesn't pile 2 know? Maybe what you don't know is that the grass is not necessarily greener on the other side. Some things, it's like I want to say something is not all that it's cracked up to be. And you're being protected, with the Hierophant here, you're being protected. Hold on. Letter. Warmth. So it looks like there's something that you think you want. And we have the Evolve card here. It looks like there's something you think you want, like I don't know if this is a specific life or lifestyle. And the message is that you're being protected from having this or experiencing this because it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Like it may look with the Sun card here, whatever you think you want, you may think that it's amazing, but it may just be that it looks like that on the surface, but the reality is not as great as it looks from the outside looking in. And you're being protected from experiencing this because I feel like you're not ready for it, or if you were to experience it now, you may be overwhelmed, or you may sort of, like I want to say, get lost in it. There's a life or a certain experience you want, but it may actually be that for people who have that, it's a very lonely life or very lonely experience. And I feel like you're being protected from having this so that you're protected from being lost or lonely. Like the life you're in, although maybe it's imperfect in some ways and there are things you would wish were better or different, it feels like at least you have connection, you have safety. It feels real. It's like there's something you want, but what you don't know is that you're not ready for it. I feel like with the Evolve card here, you are eventually going to get it, but for the time being, for the immediate future, you're being protected from having this experience or stepping into this life because you may not have the emotional tools necessary to manage it if it were to happen now, because I feel like you need to be very know who you are and have a very strong identity in order to manage in this life that you want or in this experience, because I feel like if you don't know who you are really strongly and have really strong boundaries and a really clear sense of self, you may get lost or you may feel lonely. You may get sort of swept away. So you're being protected from having this until you have a really strong concrete identity and are very rooted and grounded, so that when you experience it, you don't get sort of swallowed up by this life or this experience or feel lost. I'm not sure for some of you with the sun if this has to do with fame and fortune, just because I always associate the sun with the public, with publicity, with being seen, with being visible. So you are going to get this, but it's going to be when you have, with the Evolve card, when you have settled into yourself a little bit more. Then there will be no need to protect you from this life because you'll be able to manage it. Once you have, you may need to develop a little bit more as a person, or develop a bit more of an identity, or know who you are a little bit more, so that you don't get swept away. Maybe if this is the public eye, maybe you may be too influenced by other people or other pressures. If you don't know who you are really strongly, and I'm not saying you don't know who you are, but you may have, with the Hierophant here, more to learn or more to develop into yourself, or more development that's necessary. So the world that you're in is safe for you right now, and that's why you're in it, why your life is the way it is. It's because it's what you need in order to be safe, and in order to learn more about yourself from that place of safety. Okay, so that's what you didn't know before or didn't see. I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 2. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 3, if you chose the third stone, the hematite, let's get into your reading and see what you don't know. What is it that Pile 3 doesn't know or doesn't see, please? Can we have 5 cards from this deck? What doesn't Pile 3 know or see? We have the King of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. Excuse me. What doesn't Pile 3 know, please? Can we have 3 more cards? Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards. I'm not sure if there's some people in this group going through a problem in a relationship. Could be romantic here, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a friendship, or it could be even a business relationship. There's like this message that what you may not know or see clearly right now is that a relationship is worth trying to repair or work on your problems rather than ending the relationship. Let me pull some oracle cards. We have one card from the stack for pile 2, please. 3. What doesn't pile 3 know? We have Servant. There's like somebody very wise coming through. I don't know if this is your grandparents or even great-grandparents. It's like there's this message that a relationship shouldn't feel like hard work. It shouldn't feel... Hold on. Some mixed messages coming through here. What doesn't pile 3 know? Servant, yeah, guided. So there's these people coming through who may have passed on. If they're still alive, this may be their higher selves coming through with relationship advice. And again, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a friendship or a business relationship. What doesn't pile 3 know, please? This one wants to come out. Returning to you. Some of you, I'm getting that somebody who you loved who may have passed on may be going to reincarnate in your life as a child of yours, or even as somebody else that you meet in the future. This is something you don't know, but there's also this message that what you don't know is that something is too good to give up on. If this is not a relationship where there's a lot of love and a strong bond, this can be a relationship to something like your career or your relationship to your health. This King of Swords and Queen of Cups, these two very wise, experienced people are coming through with the guided card here to say that if you work on a problem, you will solve it and it will be worth it, even if it feels like hard work. And there's like this message that a relationship shouldn't feel like hard work. The way you can make a relationship feel good is by reconnecting to and remembering what brought you together in the first place. If something has become stale or you've lost the spark, try to remember what brought you two together to begin with. If you've lost the spark, it may be that you've lost sight of each other. Like maybe you've been in a relationship for so long that you've stopped really seeing each other. So you may need to stop and really look at each other and see each other for who you are and what you have to offer and what you love about each other. And if you can do this, then the relationship won't feel stale. It won't feel like hard work. You'll find what makes you genuinely interested in each other and what brings that spark back, and then it will no longer feel like hard work. I feel like the King of Swords and Queen of Cups, these two wise people here, are trying to help you with this with the guided card and with this relationship. Again, this may be a romantic relationship, this may be a friendship, this may be your relationship with a parent or a sibling, this could be your relationship with a colleague, this could be talking about your relationship with your job, if you've lost the spark with your job. So you need to play with the messages. It could be more like a metaphor. But these two very wise people are saying that the key to a happy relationship is to see each other, to really look at each other. Don't lose sight of each other. And something's worth too much to just throw it away or give up on it, whether this be a career or a relationship. There's still a lot of love there. There's still a lot of feeling. There's still a lot more room to reignite the spark. And if you try to work on this, you will see results. It is worth repairing, or something is worth repairing or working on. Some of you may need to hear just generally that relationships don't have to feel like hard work. Like it's possible, maybe you need to hear that it's possible for you to have a relationship that feels easy, but maybe you need to find somebody where there's actually genuine emotion. Maybe some of you have chosen romantic partners or professional partners or friends through tactics rather than through actual emotion. Like you need to feel your way into relationships. It shouldn't be like a mathematical equation. Like, especially if you're looking for a romantic partner, maybe you've looked for romantic partners kind of like, what do they do for a job? Do they have the kind of job I want my partner to have? And like ticking off things rather than actually paying attention to how that person makes you feel. So the key to entering into a relationship that feels good is by entering into relationships where there actually is emotion, not just like by ticking off boxes that you want somebody to have or be like. But if you're open to it, if you ask for help, these people will guide you through the relationship sector of your life. This is what has come through about what you don't know or what you don't see. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 3. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 4, if you chose the 4th stone, the Tiger's Eye, let's get into your reading and see what is it that you don't know or what is it that you don't see at the moment. For Pile 4, please, what doesn't Pile 4 know? We have the King of Swords. Can we have 4 more cards from this deck, please? What doesn't Pile 4 know? This one wants to come out. Chariot. The 7 of Pentacles. Can we have 2 more cards, please? What doesn't Pile 4 know, please? This one wants to come out. The Sun. Can we have one more card, please? I'm getting something about your mother or a mother figure here with the Sun card. What doesn't Pile 4 know, please? Can we have one more card, please? This one. The 9 of Pentacles. Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Let me pull your oracle cards. What doesn't Pile 4 know, please? Can we have one card from this deck? This one wants to come out. Alignment. You're headed in a really good direction. Maybe what you don't know is that you're headed towards success with something. I feel like there's something with the King of Swords that you've been doing, or an idea that you had. Let me see. Can we have one card from this deck, please? What doesn't pile 4 know, please? Lover. Can we have one card from this deck, please? What doesn't pile 4 know? Some of you are going to reconnect with someone who hasn't been in your life for a very long time. I'm not necessarily sure that it was due to a falling out. It may just be there was somebody who you lost touch with. Maybe your lives took you in different directions. Something you don't know or don't see is that there's somebody who may used to have been really special to you who you're going to reconnect with, who's going to re-enter your life, who hasn't been in your life for a very long time. And it's going to be a really beautiful reconnection. Manifest. But in general, you are headed towards success here. Like really great success with the 9 of Pentacles. It feels like with the King of Swords here, you have some sort of plan or ambition or something in mind that you're wanting to achieve. And you need to know, what you may not know is that everything is aligned for you to get the results that you want. Like you're on track to manifesting your goals and dreams. And it's almost like, it's interesting because I was asking what you don't know, but I almost feel you feel this. Maybe you just needed, maybe you feel that you're headed towards what you want and headed in a good direction, but maybe you just needed reassurance. Like maybe you have some doubts, like maybe you feel that things are headed in a good direction, but you wonder whether you're just imagining it or being, whether it's just wishful thinking, but it's not. It's more than that. You're actually very much aligned and doing all the right things, and you're headed towards success. So you're doing all the right things, you're taking all the right actions, you have all the right plans in mind. You're going to get what you want with the 9 of Pentacles here. You're going to achieve what you've set your mind to. And someone or certain people are going to be very proud of you, and something additional, like an extra bonus, is that on this path, someone or maybe even certain people who you've lost touch with are going to re-enter your life. So there's not just money on this path, there's also love, like reconnection, connection, loving people who are going to welcome you with open arms. And I'm hearing also reignite. But definitely I get this, I was getting something, with the Sun card I usually get the father. This usually represents the father to me, but for some reason I was picking up your mother. So I don't know if you were raised by a single mother. I don't know if some of you, if your mother was like your mother and your father, if your mother had to take on the role of father as well because your father wasn't in your life, or if your father was in your life but wasn't very present or very supportive. So I'm just getting something about your mother being a very pivotal part of this path as well. Like your mother being very proud of you. I'm not necessarily getting this, but any of you, just because I'm getting this thing about somebody re-entering your life, any of you who have been not in touch with your mother or have been away from your mother for some reason, there's like a reconnection here. So it could be reconnecting with your mother or bonding with your mother on a deeper level. But I was also hearing reignite. So for some of you, this path that you're headed on that looks more like a material path, like to do with making money and material dreams, for some reason it may bring you back into contact with people from your past or someone important from your past. And I heard reignite, so it could even be an old romance reigniting. because we also have the Lover card here. So some of you need to know that you're headed towards romance as well. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 4. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.